You are now tuned into the FuseBox Radio Broadcast with DJ Fusion and Jon Judah. Syndicated worldwide to bring real black radio back to the masses.
All right, everybody, 1 2 1 2. What's going on? You're now in tune to another session of the syndicated worldwide FuseBox Radio Broadcast, bringing you what we call 21st century black radio to the masses, which is a mix of old and new school music representing the international Black Diaspora from a Black American point of view. Hip hop, soul, funk, jazz, reggae, and more are in the mix on the music ends. We also do a little bit of news and commentary, and at times interviews. On the mix and commentary end, you got myself, DJ Fusion. On the side, you got my bro who is in the studio doing a little bit of beatboxing and all that for whatever reason. Let me have him go and introduce himself.
Yes indeed, Ausar Ra here for the universe to see. Me and DJ Fusion in the house, just the whole world. We're about to show you what it's all about. Yes indeed, we love y'all. What's the deal? Shabaka Stone, the Naga Hamadi, wanna give it to everybody. What's the deal? FuseBox ready to come at you for real.
No doubt. I am happy to be doing another show, as always. Our 3-hour block and mix of things.
Yes, indeed.
We always appreciate our audience since our beginnings at 1998 at Rutgers U Radio and beyond to the present via your internet radio station, low power FM stations, podcast, and more. On the other end, I am not in the greatest of moods, and that's going to be playing into the mode and the commentary. But in the meantime, as always, for those old school or new school listening to us, we deeply appreciate y'all. We deeply appreciate y'all supporting what we do, because there's so many media outlets right now you can check out, and you're checking out it simultaneously with what we do. As I always try to say when we do the show, we're just two average black American folks who have opinions on a lot of things, and we really dig music. For you to choose us in terms of your download or streaming or sending in the car time, we always appreciate that. For those who are new to the radio show, we're going to just briefly go through how we break down the show and then just get right into it. At the beginning, we both go ahead and we get into our promo spiel and all that for the FuseBox Radio Broadcast, so people can know how to check us out, where to get to us, so forth and so on. Then both myself and Ausar Ra get into some commentary about news stories and stuff that happened within the past week or so, doing our weekly breakdown.
Yes, indeed.
And then we both go ahead and get into some music mixes of old and new school tunes and jams. So let's get this promo spiel out the way, because within the past week, man, it has been a crappy week for Black America, man, on a few levels. Educational on a lot of levels, but man, it has not been dope. But let's go ahead and get into stuff. You can always check out what's going on with the syndicated FuseBox Radio Broadcast family via our official website, FuseboxRadioOnline.com. That's FUSEB. See, I'm stammering because I'm not even able to concentrate. FuseboxRadioOnline.com. If you're doing your thing via the social networks, most of them end with /Fusebox Radio. So, for example, Twitter.com/Fusebox Radio, Instagram.com/Fusebox Radio, YouTube.com/Fusebox Radio, so forth and so on. On Facebook, Facebook.com/Fusebox Radio goes to my personal page. I don't mind if people join that. That's cool. We're trying to up our numbers with our FuseBox Radio like page. So if you can click that like button, we'd appreciate it. And that site is FuseboX Radio. It's Facebook.com/FuseboX Radio Show, as in one straight word. So Facebook.com/FuseboX Radio Show. If you want to check us out, in case you missed us via one of our lovely broadcast partners, all of whom you can check out listed via our official blog site, blackradioisback.com, under FuseBox Radio Broadcast affiliates. You can go ahead and subscribe to us through a whole bunch of music streaming and podcast sites, including iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Podbean, Podbay FM, so forth and so on. You can also check out our radio show and stuff via SoundCloud and Mixcloud. And if you forget all of this stuff, just search for FuseBox Radio Broadcast via your favorite search engine of choice, wherever you are in the world, Google, Bing, whatever, and all of our information will pop up, and you can go from there and check out what we do and how we do it. Via the FuseBoxRadioOnline.com website, musicians can find out how to submit music to us, check out archive shows, archive mixes, a brief history of what we do, some links to our blog, upcoming events, so forth and so on. And we also are linked on the FuseBox Radio Online site now to our photography portfolio. We go to a lot of events and other things and are getting more on that into creativity as well. If you want to go directly to that site, you can go to fuseboxradio.prosite.com. On the upcoming event end, we're getting stuff lined up for the fall. We got officially booked again for the upcoming Marine Corps Marathon, the 39th annual joint. 4th largest marathon in the United States, 8th largest in the entire world. Over 30,000 runners participate in this.
Yowza.
And numerous spectators and stuff throughout the 26.2 mile course that literally crosses borders from DC into Virginia. And we have the honor of being able to mix there again for the second year in a row. We really appreciate all those folks who backed us up in terms of how we did, and we rocked the crowd last year. And I can say where we're going to be at. We're going to be right near the closing this time. I mean, last year we were at mile 22. This year we're going to be at mile 25. So we're going to be right around that corner when you're like, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I done ran 25 damn miles, I need to get another mile through. You're going to hear some good FuseBox radio tunes. You're going to have them spectators cheering you on for that last little bit. So we're going to be at what they call the Runner's Village at mile 25. We'll be talking more about that. That event is going to be happening on Sunday, October 26th, 2014. For more information on the Marine Corps Marathon at large, you can go to marinemarathon.com. Now, the people who want to run the Marine Corps Marathon, or even the Marine Corps Marathon 10K that goes on during the same day, you can find out more information about that on that site. I know for the Marine Corps Marathon, that's sold out within hours. So unless you go through like one of the charity run folks, like Team in Training, Simplify Fund, so forth and so on, you might not be able to get a bib for that. But I think the 10K still has open spots. But you can find out more information about that on the website and whatnot. And again, we're really happy to be down and represent us in the best way we represent us. It's always good to be a part of these events and events at large and be able to do what you do. Like, I know we talk about it a lot, but when you're in the age where people want you to try to front to get somewhere, and you got people who check you out and they're like, they still want you to be down, that's something you gotta appreciate, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's people in your individual lives you interact with who don't be like that. So it's all good. And people who listen to the show know, people research what we do when we do these type of things. So they know we don't hold back. So we still down for that. But there's some people who don't want to be down. But it's all good. It's all good. On the other end, I know I'm going to be covering the New York Comic Con this October. That's going to be fun. That's October 9th through 12th. And there's also an entire week of events that's going to be going down in New York City called New York Super Week. And FuseBox Radio is going to have a little bit of a chance to be on the wheels for that on October 12th. More information and stuff is going to be coming with that soon. So that's going to be fun. And also, because I know money is a tight thing, it is going to be free. What we're going to be doing. So, go ahead, check out all the panels, movies, fun, New York City at large. And then, you can come through and, lay back and jam to a little bit of FuseBox Party Lounge fun. But that's going to come on the New York Super Week post listing all the events, including ours, will soon be popping up. So, it's going to be cool. It's going to be cool. And for this September, lastly, August 25th, 2014, over at Tropicalia, this just occurred. Our friends over at One Versus Many and DCRap.com are going to be having a showcase. And I'll be doing a little bit of spinning on the wheels featuring some local DC metro area or DMV hip-hop folks. And Boston's own Acrobatic, who's been doing this thing for a very long time in the indie hip-hop scene, and Rocket is going to be headlining. So that's going to be cool. Doors open at 7. It should be going on till about 11:30 or so that day. So, check out some dope hip hop. I know they got a certain amount of free pads before it start costing some bread. Then go to oneversusmany.com, which is 1VSM.com. DCRap.com or DCRap.com for more info on that. So if you still got that chance to get in that free, click on that Eventbrite ASAP. And it should be all good and it should be fun. Right on the U Street corridor. For my folks who are like, I don't feel like driving out to DC, you can literally get off at the Metro on the Green Line. Walk about 2 blocks and there's the spot. So use that smart trip card or whatever else you want to do.
Indeed.
Or that bus trip. So that'll be fun. And at the moment, that is about it. Oh, also, really quick, shout out to our friends over at Real Rap for Food and Blue Royalty Inc. They've been doing their thing throughout the past few months with what's called the Breaking Bread events, which is where they get a whole bunch of volunteers, young, old, everything in between, representing the hip hop community. And people do things like make lunches for the homeless, get school supply together for those who are less fortunate, so forth and so on. I was over there briefly this Saturday, did a little bit of a morning set for folks, and then was able to do a little bit of help before I had to run out and do some family things, along with a bunch of other great DJs to keep the people pumped while they were making these lunches. Last time we did the event, over 1,000 lunches were made. This time, over 5,000. Yeah. Were done, and that's the wonderful thing about community at large and organization that came from the ground up. Also on the Will Rap for Food Inc. and shouts out to them for getting their official 501c3.
No doubt.
So they nonprofit like a mug. It's always good to do stuff anyway, but to see people taking it to that next level to help out more and more people. And when people a lot of the hip hop communities wherever they are, it's cool to see projects like this go forth and work. And all the young ladies and gentlemen who I've worked with and known there throughout the years, they're really doing their thing. So big ups to them, representing the DMV and folks at large. Right. All right. So that's about it on the promo end. And as always, again, we're very thankful for all of our listeners and stuff, especially in the realm of some of the things we're going to be talking about today, because literally since this one particular event has happened, I have been bombarded via instant messenger, Twitter, email, all that, trying to keep us in the loop and informed of various happenings, and being asked a lot, well, what do y'all think about this? We really want to hear about it on the show, as well as some people reaching out to us in terms of getting more of their voices out there, which we're going to talk about in a bit. During the past week, there was what is just more and more blatantly appearing to be, at bare minimum, an unnecessary use of police force, at best another shining example of racism and police brutality built into one in the St. Louis, Missouri suburbs, in a town called Ferguson, Missouri. Yeah. To break down the real basics on this situation, an 18-year-old by the name of Michael Brown was shot in the streets of Ferguson, Missouri, by the police. The situation that is not in dispute is he was shot multiple times in the street. His body was out in the street after being shot for over 4 hours, not picked up by an ambulance, but picked up by an SUV. And there were numerous witnesses to the shooting. These are simple, basic facts, especially as a broadcast time right now when we are doing this. These are the things that are not being disputed. What makes this situation infuriating already is the fact that this young man was unarmed.
No doubt.
And he was shot multiple times. This young man was unarmed and happens to be kind of a tall black man, which, for better or for worse, with the history of this country and various parts of law enforcement, already puts him at a disadvantage. What has occurred with this story is simply the aspect of so much spinning out of control. Like, both myself and Ausar Ra get tired of these stories because it's literally a fact of life right now, which is just sad on its own. That if you are a black man in America, you're not going to be treated equally.
That's the truth.
If you're a black person in America, you're not going to be treated equally, but especially if you're a black man.
Right.
Now, Michael Brown's situation is already questionable, right from just the little facts we've talked about. What makes things more questionable is because we have what has at the present been a very big blessing of the technological social network age. News about this situation spread very quickly, especially through what people call quote unquote black Twitter, because a lot of black American folks in general use Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, damn, there's another story, but it's like some of this sounds real shady and suspect. What's going on? Mm-hmm. And you had people who were on the ground at that time, you know, talking about it via Twitter, Vine, Facebook, etc., etc. Mm-hmm. A lot of people get up in Ferguson and get mad. Naturally, you get a crowd, you get people getting loud and upset. You know, the young man's parents, of course, are feeling a certain way and all of that. And there's a buildup. Now, how do the police respond to this? I think it could be agreed by the majority of people who have sense. They responded extremely poorly to all of this. We start getting reports from some of our St. Louis indie media folks and everything else that they are firing on people with rubber bullets. There are tear gas canisters being tossed into crowds. And we start seeing pictures coming in of what can best be described as what looks like a military operation.
No doubt.
You're seeing the big riot shields, the big riot helmets, all of that. And at this juncture, there was absolutely nobody who went ahead and did any violent acts. Now, with all of this situation that went down, it's like, okay, we already know there's tension here. The St. Louis, Missouri area, quite frankly, has had racial tension for a very long time before our time and whatnot. People start going in the ground to see what's up because the police department is being very tight-lipped about this case. Let's remember this. There's no story being spun right now about who this young man is and what went down. Except that he was alive and now he's dead, you know. Young man graduated from high school. He's getting ready to get into, you know, secondary education, all of that. So news media starts going down because the few folks who were on the ground, it was like, this is shady. People need to check it out. Now, what do the Ferguson police do? Did they open up the file and be like, here's what happened? Or here's our version of what happened? And that's why this is going down? No, they don't do that. They attack a lot of what are mostly peaceful protests. Yes, some rioting occurred, but a lot of that got shut down quickly, and a lot of that has been proven to be from people from the outside taking advantage of an angry crowd. The Ferguson police decide to start barricading parts of the town, or telling certain parts of the media they can't come in. They don't care if you're from NBC, the BBC, CBS, Fox News, whatever. They're like, y'all can't get in here. This should open up some suspicion, again, to people who have sense.
Yeah.
Because here in the States, and, you know, I'm going to have to probably end up editing this later on because there's going to be some foul words I'm going to say for a bit here and there. Here in the States, if you're just niggas is niggin' storyline, they're usually more apt to believe it. Especially if you open it up there.
No doubt.
But you're blocking the press from doing coverage. Naturally, because we blessedly on multiple ends still have people who are journalists. They're like, this is weird, man. This is weird. Anonymous gets involved. And people know Anonymous with the hacking and stuff. They don't play. So they start digging around. And they're like, we found out that this guy named Darren Wilson, even though they leaked the wrong picture at first, this guy named Darren Wilson shot this guy. Ferguson, Missouri police still say nothing. Still block media. And through independent media and other folks who are on the ground and due to our wonderful technological age are starting to, you know, stream stuff on live feed or anything, you're just there like, wow, a lot of these cats aren't doing anything, but these police are really tripping and bugging out. A politician down there, a local politician by the name of Antonio French, he's in the crowd with the people, And he's doing vines and streaming and stuff. And it's like, yeah, people are mad, but they got a reason to be mad. He's like, they have a reason to be mad. I'm going to say that. Mm-hmm. Next thing, people start getting arrested. Antonio French gets arrested for quote-unquote disturbing the peace. And suddenly gets out. Various media people, including from the Huffington Post, the Washington Post, and plenty more, they start getting arrested and start pulled away. But we're supposed to believe that there was nothing wrong with Michael Brown being shot. This is just everyday average Joe business, even though we're seeing what had, I think the term was very good by Ausar Ra Black Hawk. We're seeing a militarized police state. We're seeing the rise of the warrior cop. These guys are wilding. And these guys are wilding doing something that's not just affecting the majority black population of Ferguson. They're attacking press. People who are like, I'm just trying to see what's going on. International press firing tear gas canisters at Al Jazeera's people and then breaking down their equipment. Well, we were helping break down the equipment. I saw that live stream, fam. Y'all weren't helping do anything. You know what I'm saying? Telling various media people and individuals to shut off their cell phones and shut off their cameras. But this is all supposed to be just over a basic, this black guy got shot. No big deal, nothing to see here. Let's keep it moving. You institute, I'm going to break a lot of this stuff down because there's people who have had no common sense lately, but we got to break this down. This has been all live and direct in our faces. For a temporary moment, there was a no-fly zone instituted over Ferguson, Missouri, which meant that news helicopters, because it was just enough for news helicopters and a few other folks, to not fly over. And you're just trying to say, oh, that's because people were going to attack things by cops. Did any of these Negroes have any rocket launchers? Or anything else to attack police things? But no, you're going to institute this because somehow something is a danger. The black folks of Ferguson are a danger. You know what I'm saying? And the worst thing about the attacks on the press, but has also been the best thing, is now they're investigating. Because love or hate certain stuff with America, and of course there's always going to be conflicts with how certain things go. They're big on this freedom of the press thing. And when you got folks who are like, yo, you really arrested this dude for doing nothing but trying to report on something, or they being like, yeah, you ain't moved too fast, whatever. But it was like, oh damn, you a journalist. You know, shout out to the Washington Post and these other organizations. They're like, we ain't down for that shit. We are not down for this shit right here. You ain't gonna be fucking with our reporters. Well, we're trying to come through and see what's good. Matter of fact, we're gonna do some more research now. Oh, y'all had past stuff happen with your police department before. All of this goes down, again, live, direct in people's faces. You know, majority of people who already don't have, you know, racism or hardcore prejudice on their body is like, this is jacked up, man. All this happens. All of a sudden, Ferguson, Missouri police are like, we have a statement to make. Now, do we really hear too much of a statement about the cop who shot and killed, whether via murder, manslaughter, or not, Michael Brown? No, not really. What you get is a story that talks about, oh, well, Michael Brown wasn't so innocent. We think he was a part of a strong-arm robbery and robbed some cigs. And oh, by the way, this cop's name is Darren Brown. So in the course of less than a week, this is a decent kid, had a little bit of problems, but he's on his way to growing up his life and becoming a bigger dude and moving away from the stereotype. And now you're trying to bake him at the stereotype. And now you're trying to say that instead of him being shot from far away, he engaged in a struggle. So either he's Mr. Fantastic and has rubber arms and hit this dude from over 30-something feet away, and somehow him, maybe or maybe not via video, because let's recount, the store keep people didn't report him in terms of stealing anything from this particular store. Nobody got to see this video until they talked about it during a press conference. But now Michael Brown is a dangerous dude because he's a big black dude. He done swiped some cigs. Okay. In my realm, that's what's called character assassination. And let's say you want to believe this particular narrative. When did somebody stealing some blunts become proper for you to kill him in the street? What happened to, there's a thing called a trial. What happened to, I'm pretty sure there's multiple levels of protocol. And this is from me personally, knowing people who have been in law enforcement and the military, before you go and shoot somebody, period, much less kill them. Autopsy reports come out. He's been shot at least 6 times, including 2 times in the head. And there were center mass shots, besides him being in the head. So they were trying to kill that boy. Point blank and period. There were no signs of struggle, according to the autopsy. But we're supposed to sit down and look at the fact of he's a big black guy who's young. That's why he was supposed to get shot that many times. We have mass murderers who don't get that treatment from the police. We have domestic terrorists who don't get that treatment from the police. We literally have the Boston Marathon bomber who is still alive and going through trial, who damaged and killed numerous people. He gets a pretty boy shot on Rolling Stone, but the one shot that might scare some, sensitive, I don't want to necessarily say white people, because racism and prejudice is at large throughout this country. But who's scared of folks who are like, hey, that boy's a thug, which is, the nice way on the news of saying nigger.
Mm-hmm. No doubt.
You know what I mean? They don't got that picture of him with his high school diploma. They gotta be there like, oh, come on, let's all be honest. We've all posed and done little crazy poses and pictures. We're going to throw that stuff out. What has killed me throughout the past few days is that we've seen everything happen live, step by step by step. But people are falling so easy for the okie doke. Because it's easy to fall for the okie doke. It's easy for you to be like, again, well, niggas are gonna nig, so let's try to move on someplace else. Or if you are a person of black descent who wants to be the quote-unquote good-looking one, oh, we gotta keep it balanced. We gotta be careful. Maybe they should have done that in the first place. Oh, he might have had weed in his system, which we're in a country right now where so many states right now are decriminalizing or making weed legal because it's not dangerous. People want to find every excuse possible to excuse why this man was shot in the street. And also to not question what could happen when a law enforcement agency gets out of control. Because Ferguson, Missouri police for the longest time, including now where we're just seeing it more and more blatant, where you're just pulling out all types of crazy weaponry, is out of control. And this could happen in any place near you. We just happen to have, some Keystone Cops, Mayberry racist cats who have this stuff on hand. Who, if people weren't trying to call it out, would have done a lot worse. If there weren't people who had courage to be like, we're going to tape what's going on here right now on the ground. Can you imagine what would happen? Look at what's happening when there's cameras there now. You are arresting journalists. You are arresting local politicians. You are cursing at people, saying all types of crazy stuff, all because they want to find out what happened to one young black man. But, because somehow he's super nigger, he needed to get killed. Shot at least 6 times. To his death. To see some of the people who have not commented on this in some way, when again, all of this is live and in your face, bruh, or ma'am, by now, you should know that white America doesn't give a damn about you unless you are entertaining or providing them some economic ends. Look, I'm glad that some of y'all got these big corporate things and whatnot, but to be quiet when there's just so much blatantly wrong going on, even if you don't want to be on the side of Michael Brown and his parents, which I can't even imagine what they're dealing with right now. They haven't even had to bury the boy in the ground yet or see his body. For you to be like, well, I don't know, A, B, C, D, or E, or, well, y'all don't care about this as much as black on black crime. Guess what? Black on black crime and police brutality are 2 different fucking things. You can concentrate on the both of them. You know what I'm saying? Let's not be on some old cornball, let's be divisive over some nonsense type of thing. When this is real, this is the type of thing my folks went through in 1964, 1974. as kids, 1984, as a young adult, 1994, 2004, and now. We can sit on a list so many people who got screwed up because of various instances of unnecessary force due to police brutality. But somehow, people think I'm quiet, I sweep it under the rug, I'll still be able to eat. Nobody will attack me because I'm on TV. Because I'm singing. Because I'm a star. Because I keep quiet during my 9 to 5 at the office. Nobody's gonna mess with me. I just gotta point at them and be there like, that's a bad nigga right there. I'm good. Don't worry about me, master. I'll just shuck and jive and keep it quiet. You know what I'm saying? And as a matter of fact, I'll point at the people who are talking so I can make you mad at them and show how good I am. Dog, I don't know, man. Get the hell out of here. You know what I'm saying?
But
I'm sorry. I've been ranting for a minute. Go ahead, man.
I don't know if we need to speak a half an hour on this subject. I mean, it's deep, but it's not worth it half an hour. But one thing I will say is that I don't never think these things will stop happening in America. I mean, as time goes on, more economic, more political power will not stop this. I think it's also done to make black people, particularly black people, respond in a certain way so they can feel justified on calling martial law and being able to further take away any political rights that people do have. You know, I think they would like it being spread beyond Ferguson so they can almost put black people back into slavery. He shot the boy was over 20 feet from him. He shot him clearly. He was trying to make somebody mad, you know. He could have shot him in the leg and that'd have slowed him down because he didn't have a gun. So, but there was 2 shots in the head and there was at least 1 shot into the mask. So he was trying to kill that boy. So I think he got shot in the arm or whatever, but you know, so deliberately trying to kill him, to I guess incite some type of passion to be able to do whatever. I'm not saying that individuals shouldn't have anger or have any emotion after something like this is supposed to happen. People are supposed to, and I'm glad that they took it to the streets. You know, sometimes that if you don't go to that extreme, people won't respond. Unfortunately, True. Sometimes you have to go to a certain extreme for people to respond, and if it took looting and being out past the curfew, then so be it. But this is the American way for people who are not familiar with it. You know, this is just maybe 2004, and I never was under the illusion since I was a teenager that it was going to get better as far as policing, and you know, and us inching towards the New World Order or more surveillance, computerized military state. You know, internet, cell phone, that's a part of that surveillance, being able to control, you know, where you're at, satellite, pinpoint where you're at, iPad, cell phone, you know, laptop, you know. That's a part of, you know, policing, because they can kind of keep an eye on you. So if you're doing something too bad, you can't have it. You got to go old school. You got to get rid of all that electronic stuff, otherwise they can track you. And I guess that's short of them, you know, putting a microchip in your brain the size of a grain of sand or rice. You know, hopefully they haven't done that yet to be able to track you. But definitely, I hope the Attorney General and all of the attorneys involved and higher ups can be able to deal with this, and that individual can be fired, and we can kind of move on. And it's better that they lie about us. You know, we shouldn't try to do anything that's going to allow them to point. Even though the boy didn't deserve to be shot, even if he stole a piece of gum or stole some cigarettes, he didn't deserve to be murdered for that. He could have just been disabled and shot in the leg, and somebody would have grabbed him, and that'd have been it. And they'd have, you know, took him to the hospital, and it just been something about a policeman shot some kid in the leg, you know, over stealing some cigarettes. not tasing or tackling them, but let them lie about it as opposed to you doing something that allows them to cross the board. Say, okay, you stole something, so I have the legal right to kind of like engage you, and then lie about it later, like them cats who shot them boys who had the music up too loud and they shot him. They kind of engaged him or whatever. They'd be like, whatever, I'm gonna turn it up. Or let him shoot fire. Nowadays, if a white man says that, you have to be kind of, anybody who ain't black says that to you, you have to be worried about it, where that's gonna go. Of course, individuals can't live in fear. But this brought that up to the similarity of individuals feeling like they have a justification if you get into kind of like a verbal confrontation, so unfortunately we pray to the Most High. Hopefully we'll have the right thoughts and emotions to be able to deal with the situation, the attorneys, the people, the legal system of the state, and hopefully the high attorneys of the land will be able to rectify the situation, make it better. Alrighty?
No doubt. And Ausar brought up a very good point. Change is going to have to happen from the ground up. It's very blatant throughout the past few days on multiple levels. That's where change has occurred. You know what I'm saying? You've had a lot of activists on the ground there beyond able to spread out the news and information by what they had. It didn't happen through a mainstream outlet, at least at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, everything from the news to people gathering stuff for the protesters right now to getting attention for what happened. The area was lucky to have Antonio French down there who cared about his area, who was doing stuff just because he was like, I'm a black man, I live in this area, it's right for me to cover what's going on here and let people know a little snippet from me being on the ground what's happening. Because when you look at the government's response as of right now, from Missouri to the federal government, I think it's absurd. It's beyond absurd. Like, until very recently, all of a sudden it's like, oh, it's time for a state of emergency. Now it's time to bring in the National Guard. Now when these cats were wilding for days on days on days. President Obama, as much as people may want him to bug out or something, let's be honest, he's not that type of dude. And he's going to do things by the book, which, again, if the attorneys and investigation stuff, I hope works out for the better, so there's actual real justice done for Mike Brown and his family, and hopefully the area of Ferguson and beyond. No doubt. But all of this is only going to happen because of pressure. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's got to keep that pressure. This is going to happen for a long time and for a minute. So
no doubt.
I just want to bring that up because have you heard anything from the Congressional Black Caucus besides one person talking about martial law? You haven't heard a thing from those folks.
No doubt.
And various folks in Missouri have said stuff, and that's cool. But it's been a lot on the protesters, including those who have come from overseas, including those on the net who've connected to the people over there, where, you literally saw heads from like Gaza and Tibet and everything talking about here's what to do to try to protect yourselves. People from what we call traditional war zones talking about we know what time it is when we see this. So that's deep. But so much had happened with the story. We just had to get into it a little bit and went on and break it down. So we'll be updating more and more as time goes through. And again, we definitely appreciate everybody for shooting off the info and asking about our viewpoint and everything on this. And as independent media, we're going to keep going on and doing that.
No doubt. But definitely on a different note.
Yes.
And not to talk too long about anything, because the intention is to stimulate you, not necessarily be overbearing to you. You know what I'm saying? That's not how I like to be. But on a lighter note, the movies again, because we talked about movies last time. Finally got to see the James Brown movie, and it's definitely a movie that I definitely would think everybody should check out. It was I was very much entertained, and what I had always thought. You know what I'm saying? James was above a lot of those British rockers who were basically only doing regurgitated versions of black music. Black American music, rather. And, show kind of gave me a little history breakdown or whatever. And big up to Chadwick Boseman for putting it down. I definitely liked his performance, and it was good to see African Americans, in their heyday, and given. I love history and I love knowledge. Knowledge is infinite. Knowledge is infinitely in me, and I just it's a coming home when I see stuff like that, because it ain't about me, but it's about, you know, black people who are my elders, who are part of me in some form or fashion. So big up to his family and people who put that movie together.
No doubt. That was definitely a good flick. I highly recommend people check it out. If for no other reason, Chadwick Boseman, man, I mean, I don't know how many people saw him in 42 as Jackie Robinson. He was cool in that, but as James Brown, from the speech to especially the dancing, man, I'm like, and you know that brother did multiple takes doing that James Brown thing. Like, if anything, it almost reinforces how amazing as a performer. Now, we know James Brown had a complicated life, but as a performer, that man was on it. Like, I know one scene they reenacted when he did the joint for the Rolling Stones, and they even have I know that's actually on YouTube. And there's a story where those guys were like, we don't ever want to come after James Brown again. Yeah. Ever in life. When you see that original video, because it's amazing when you see it as a reenactment through the movie, because again, Chadwick Boseman did all his own dancing. So my man went hard. When you see that like 16 minutes and what James Brown and them singers and dancers did, I'm sorry, man. Like, I would have to go and say, like, you just don't like entertainment if you don't watch that joint. You're just there like, man, that ain't nothing. Get out of here. Like, you got people who can't do aerobics like that today, who are probably younger than James, but he did that originally. But yeah, that joint was good. Also on the movie end, because again, you know, serious stuff happens. We had to talk serious earlier. Also on the movie end, if you like your mindless, bugged out action flicks, man, go see Expendables 3, yo. Some people have been hating on it. Personally, I enjoyed it. I mean, you're not going to see Expendables 3 to see any type of deep movie. You know what I'm saying? You're going to go see a whole bunch of dudes talk a bunch of trash and shoot up a whole bunch of stuff. And on that end, I got to give them two performances really big ups on that. First off, my man Wesley Snipes.
No doubt.
You know, like, granted, usually people say people in action movies ain't the world's best actors, and I know Wes has been in, you know, The Being for a minute. It's like his first big role since he got back out, besides the Gallowalkers movie on Netflix. Wes still has it, man, and I know Wes is a smooth bit around 50-something, and he looks great. He looks great for a 50-something-year-old dude who went through jail, and he had his acting and everything on point. Like, I hope he's in more stuff soon. And I had to give Sylvester Stallone big props for putting him in the movie in a pretty big prominent role. It wasn't like, you know, hey, I'm here and the Negro disappeared. He was a badass throughout the entire flick. So, you know, I just like stuff like that personally. And, you know, a man like Wes, especially now that we're in the, you know, almost a comic book renaissance of movies in terms of people taking them seriously. You know, my man did Blade back in the day. And the trilogy overall is cool. The first two to me are classic. So, you know, and people acknowledge Wes on that, which is cool. Like, he was one of those cats who made that genre serious, so you had to appreciate Wes on multiple levels as an action dude. Also, my man Kelsey Grammer, man, I didn't expect him to be in the movie. He did a pretty good job on his acting end too, and of course everybody else did their thing on the blustery kick booty in and whatnot. You know, Terry Crews, and you know, all that good stuff. But yeah, it's a fun flick, man. If you just want to see a fun flick, see some stuff blow up. You know, see Mel Gibson give crazy eyes through half the movie because he was the evil villain dude. It's cool, you know.
I definitely think it's a guy movie, and I was feeling it. It was better than the other ones because it had black men in it. For me, It had Wes and Terry Crews, so those were like prominent members of their clique, and African American serviceman is definitely, you know, a crucial part on things going smoothly, and that's a whole nother thing. But now it was cool though, entertaining, and you know, I'm just at the perception. And I've had many different ways of looking at things in my life, and the way I'm at now is that I'm definitely glad to see a kick-ass movie where it's not just only white boys. There's some Negro men in it, some black men in it, and that legitimized it to me. And I definitely think it was entertaining, and I think Wes, outside of Stallone, Wes was the star of the movie. You know, Sly is the elder, so I'm giving him his, but out next to him, and of course all the elders who were in the movie, but you know, But in the sense of who you saw most often, it was Sly and West, and I thought that was a beautiful thing. And both of them are New Yorkers, I believe. So it was a good vibe, and I definitely think it's entertaining. Check it out.
And this is not giving any plot away, but this makes me happy. The black guys lived.
Yep.
I'm not going to say how or anything, because I know there's still some people who ain't see it yet. It was just opening weekend, but damn that. I'm always happy when I see the black protagonists in those movies live. So big ups, to them and whatnot. And again, big up to Sly for writing that in, because he wrote the script.
No.
So that meant he looked at them cats like, nah, I ain't gonna have West go out in like 5 minutes or whatever. So to me, that was cool. And again, if you like the comic book movie just as a transition, they're supposed to be rebooting Blade, which I think is pretty cool. I hope they at least give my man West a cameo if they trying to go young. You know what I'm saying? They gotta have the brother in there if he ain't doing whatever. Even though he looks young enough to do it, but I mean, if they gotta do that transition, well, because Marvel now, back then nobody took it seriously, so West actually had bought the movie rights to Blade at that time. I don't know if he still owns them or not, but now that people are taking stuff more hardcore, it'd be cool to see that cat in the universe on top of Anthony Mackie as the Falcon and all that type of stuff. But we'll see how that goes, because they got about 15 plus 20 movies that are gonna be happening rolling out the next few times. Just on my Nerd Geek news info. Oh, also on the Nerd Geek news info that I personally think is cool. For people who read Marvel comics and Captain America, there's a storyline that's coming up that's gonna eventually have the Falcon become Captain America. So you're gonna have a black Captain America. I think that is dope, not just because they're black. I like that, but Marvel's been on a roll. Me being a comic book reader, shout out to Comic Scholars and all them for being able to have it on my tablet now. They've been writing some really good stories, and when they have been introducing people of color in there, it's not like, oh, they're just people, a person of color. It's that they actually write them a good storyline. The Pakistani Miss Marvel from who they actually had from Jersey City, which I think is kind of cool or whatever. I've lived up there back in the day. The Miss Marvel comic series is great. The Spider-Man that have Miles Morales, half black, half Hispanic, it's just a great series. And I think they're going to do the same for Captain America. And I'm curious to see how they tackle on some of these, the way that some of the other comic books have done it, how they tackle some of these racial and socioeconomic issues on top of the superheroes kicking ass. Because there's going to be some villain that's going to be there like, word, this Negro who used to have wings is now Captain America. That's going to be badass to me. I'm looking forward to that mess dropping in a month or two. So that's a cool thing. And last thing on the Marvel end, if you haven't seen Guardians of the Galaxy, those guys right now, man, they haven't been able to do any wrong. You have a movie that has a talking raccoon and a tree in it that's voiced by Vin Diesel that says 3 words. And you feeling that joint. Some people, go through some stuff. You're feeling kind of hurt. Like, damn, I'm really feeling hurt towards some CGI and what it's going through right now. And, if you like the space opera kind of goofy type comedy end kind of thing, I think it's a cool flick to see, too. Or, whatever. Plus, if you already like all these Marvel movies and stuff, and all these things tie into each other. So it's going to be interesting to see how that goes. But, yeah, that's, a little bit on the fun movie end right now. Shout out to all my New York people who next week will be going to the Afropunk Fest. That lineup is bananas. I might have to find a way to hop on the Bolt Bus for a day and roll to that, because that's a free concert over at Commodore Barry Park. I mean, they already got freaking D'Angelo, Janelle Monáe, tons of Afropunk rock groups. I think Fishbone or Bad Brains or somebody's in there. Like, the lineup is stupid, you know what I'm saying? And I know if you pay a little extra, I think they give you the fast track to get in, but yeah, it's gonna be dope, and they've been doing that for the past few years. So if you want to see a music festival where you have a diverse lineup of acts, because for whatever reason still at this day people like to only define black music as rap and R&B, when lots of what we call American music or American classical music had its roots and foundation in the black experience, including blues, including rock and roll, including a lot of popular house, what people are trying to call EDM right now, because EDM is really like just techno and deep house and some other stuff here and there, and electro and more. So that's going to be cool. And one quick last note or two. We didn't mention it briefly, but definitely rest in peace and prayers and condolences to the family, friends, and fans of Robin Williams.
No doubt.
Very, very, very talented comedian and actor who unfortunately passed away due to suicide, and what they're saying, he's been sick from it off of Parkinson's. And his career is pretty darn legendary in terms of the movie realm. He did great dramatic roles. I know 1 Hour Photo is personally one of my favorite movies of his, that where he's very dramatic. Tons of comedies for anybody who watched cartoons for a minute. He did tons of voices, including Aladdin. I remember being a teenager and seeing Aladdin, and on The Voice, and he tore it up and went down on that, and plenty more.
Yeah, I definitely liked him in Good Will Hunting. I think.
That's a good joint.
That the evolution of him, from at least what I saw him as a kid to what he came to now. Well, Richard Pryor did his TV show back in the late 70s before they cut him off because he was too controversial for NBC. Richard Pryor had hand-picked people who he wanted on that show. Mm-hmm. And none of the people had to audition just on the strength of Richard's word. I know Tim Reed was one of the people, Marsha Warfield from Night Court, and Robin Williams was one of them. There was others like Sandra Bernhard and some others, but Robin Williams was hand-picked by comic geniuses to be, to be a part of, their presentation. So to me, that was a good accomplishment of his, but just the other body of work, I was definitely a fan. I was thinking about him before he committed suicide too. I had thoughts in my mind about wonder what he's doing. And the flip side is that though I love the brother for what he did, the flip side of this situation is that suicide is a cowardly way out. Let's call a spade a spade. And I know he might have been going through whatever, but how many broke Negroes I know that's like making minimum wage in their 40s and 50s. And them niggas have no sign of checking out here or no suicide. Having accomplished the things that they wanted to accomplish in life. And at the most, they just drink. And still not thinking about suicide. After all that he accomplished and living in a fine house, had a woman in the house with him, touch, licks up whenever he wanted, or at least a couple times a week. There was a chick around. He had him some money, had accomplished things. All those things he had. I knew from when I was a teenager, before I even knew or had knowledge of self, that did not I knew as a kid that never totaled happiness or peace. And there's a lot of spiritually godless, soulless, hollow people who believe that. I had a joke on my job, so I guess that don't. I'm like, brother, you didn't know that already? Of course that didn't make a difference.
Well, let's put it like this. I am not for suicide. Depending on the situation, I can see what can drive people to it. I am not going to ever advocate suicide as the way to go, depending on your pain and stuff. I think what people need to look at with Robin Williams, and I think Ausar put it in a good way, is your trappings and belongings aren't going to be the thing that makes you happy and that makes you content in life. Life can bring you a whole bunch of downs and stuff with depression or what have you, and whichever way you need to find to help yourself, transcend it, do so. Whether it's spiritual, whether it's going to a therapist, whether it's, you might have a chemical imbalance. I don't know. Like, this is the type of thing that America as a whole doesn't talk a lot about, and Black America doesn't talk about as a whole. There's a lot of people who are self-medicating through depression. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's via food, whether it's via drugs, whether it's via sex or whatever else. To get to a certain place in life, you can't let the depression win over you. And for some people, it's hard for them to try to go ahead and reach for help or battle, I know some people call it their demons, their dark thoughts, whatever else, to battle that to get out of a realm. Because I think the thing that disturbs some people about Robin Williams, that they're just, like you said, it's like, wow, you got all this stuff. You had a long career and everything else. You had the thing that people always say, well, are all that you need to make you happy. But if you don't got something going on to try to balance out yourself again, whether it's by one means or the other, that ain't gonna make you happy at all. You're just gonna have those things and feel like a mess. And I think that the lesson of the way he ended his life is to, if you are really going through something, try to get some help. Do your best to get help, but you're gonna be the only person who can get yourself help. You gotta decide on your own that I need to get to another place. I can't be trapped here forever. You know what I'm saying? Because friends, family, and other people can only help you in your journey. You gotta start the journey yourself. And don't be ashamed if you're going through those type of feelings. Just try to, as much as you can, while you have the life you have on this rock, to get out of those feelings.
No doubt.
So I just gotta put that out there.
I heard a joker say it's amazing. I can kind of see my own growth when I have conversations with individuals and see where people are or are not at. I had a joker on the job say something to me about, well, out of all those movies he did, he couldn't call somebody and talk to. I said, what made you think he was friends with those people, dude? He was He did all those movies, so he's supposed to be friends with them because he was seen on the screen and did movies with them? That's business. That ain't got nothing to do with whether he's friends no more. Some people just don't have those type of people around them. I thank God that I still got relatives, young relatives, and elementary school, middle school, high school people. You know, for me to go, I mean that Negroes who will die and bleed for me. You know what I'm saying? I gotta ignore all that information from these individuals who would only tell me on the up and how to be, and let alone blood relatives. And then maybe he didn't have anybody to talk to like that. And in a lot of ways, my older brother's still like a hero to me. So I just couldn't see it happening, and partly because of the people who are around me, who I am, and that just not being an option for not a religious but a spiritual being like myself. That's just not an option.
I think it's one of those things where it's why if you do have people to reach out to, appreciate that.
No doubt.
So sometimes our own pride and ego gets in the way. Sometimes you got to transcend that, because even if you just need to have an ear or whatever, that helps a lot. I can say from personal experience, that helps out a hell of a lot. And hey, if you got to go to the therapist or somebody else to let some stuff out so you can work it out, man. Because honestly, again, I will never advocate suicide, and I hope that people do not go there. But if you gotta take a step to step away from that, man, that's the best thing. And in general with this type of thing, because you never know what's going on in somebody's head. If somebody's down sometimes, and y'all are cool or of course whatever, sometimes just reach out, just ask somebody how they're doing, or treat them with some respect. Because some people are down because they aren't treated with respect. Those little things help out a lot in somebody's life, yo. You know what I'm saying? Treat as cliche the saying is, treat people how you want to be treated.
And don't treat them nice because you want to get some shoes or you want to get some money or some sex later. Treat them nice because that's the way you want to be treated. Don't treat them nice with the expectation of getting something. That ain't righteousness. That ain't truth. That's game. That's hospitality.
No doubt. Treat people in your heart the way you would want to be treated. That's all. I think one could say about that. I can't necessarily say that would have stopped him from his situation, but it would have probably helped out just a little teeny bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think what you brought up with your people who talked about the movie thing is a good point. Just because you're around a whole bunch of people don't mean those are your friends. Right. Those are just folks, you could just be around. That don't mean you hate them or nothing. But that don't mean that I don't like. I guess the only term I can think of right now, they ain't your April coon, they ain't your homie. You know what I'm saying, and whatnot. So the man had a great body of work, and I think the lesson of his life, besides just working hard towards your goals and everything else, is to do the best you can for yourself in your own mental state of being, and that's it. And let me see here. I'm trying to think of something to end this on. a bit more of an upper note. Oh, a lot of black folks won during the Creative Emmys. This past week, due to all the craziness in Ferguson and God knows what else, these type of stories kind of slid by. I know some folks from Orange is the New Black won, which is a pretty good show on Netflix. If folks haven't had a chance to peep that yet, a lot of sisters are in major roles in that story. And a lot of them won. For my people who are in love with the show Scandal, I still have not watched an episode yet, even though my mama just loves the hell out of that show because it's all that soap opera drama stuff or whatever. A few folks won from there. A few black male actors won from there and whatnot. And it's always good to see, people getting more and more recognition for what they do. You know what I'm saying? It's weird in 2014 we always had to say, wow, a black person did something, because people don't want you to see it. It's not like black people have never done anything in this country. But when you get recognition on those particular levels, it helps out other people in the mix, especially when you're in a creative field and whatnot. So, big ups and all of that to those people. And for the folks who asked me about Remy Ma getting out of jail, yeah, she out of jail. The DJ Khaled remix I heard is okay. I can only hope she doesn't get back into jail for doing something stupid. Yeah,
I like that joint. That joint. Big up to Bronx. I'm feeling that joint. Big up to her.
She came straight out and did She came out and did some solid bars. And like I always hope with everybody in hip hop, put out something good. I would love for her to come out in the mix and put out an ill joint, because my opinion, there aren't really any sisters handling it on the mic the way they should. There are occasional songs here and there, but they ain't handling on the mic the way it should. And not because they're from the north or from the south, from the east or from the west. There's people who I feel are quite mediocre on all ends. So, if Remy Ma wants to come back and just, after chilling with her husband for a minute and doing some other things, put out an ill project, more power and everything to her. And I'm finally on the music and this stuff. Leela James has a great album out. We played a few tracks on there this past week. Listen to it. If you like that, that deep in the bass soul type of thing, do that. Shout out to her for also not being one of the crazy people on the that R&B Divas joint. She ain't crazy on that show, so big up to her on that end.
No doubt.
With quote unquote reality TV, we don't look the best sometimes. I understand you want to get entertainment value or whatever, but for you to be like, well, you are just like I sing and that's all I do. That works, you know what I'm saying? And also, Dilated Peoples came back with a damn good album. The directors of photography joined. Like, if you like that boom bap sound, but you don't necessarily want to sound like too copycat or too dated, they went in. Shout out to Rocka and DJ Babu and all them, and Evidence and all them, man. Like that joint is solid. It's one of the few long albums this year I actually like. It flows really, really, really good. And they got a mix of old and new. They got a mix of old and new school cats on there. And I'm talking about like 80s-ish old school to the present. A lot of spitters, and it's kind of nice to hear like that type of album again. I'm not here like, wow, I could just listen to a DJ Premier joint again instead of this other nonsense. Like, they got their flavor in there. Like, if you're already a fan of their joint, it was cool. But I had to pick up that album. It's been in rotation in my iPod for the past week or two. So all right. That's all good. But man, FuseBox Radio Broadcast. We back in our regular recording mode. So those folks who do whack podcasts and stuff, be afraid. Yes. For those who do good ones. Oh, also big shout out to a whole bunch of the podcasts who've been shouting us out lately. Okay. And what we do on the net end and other stuff. We're kind of OGs in this, I guess we should say by now. We've been doing podcasting for damn near 10 years. And it's kind of crazy running to some newer cats who are like, we listened to y'all back in the day. Or, wow, y'all are still doing it. That's cool. So it's always nice to see it appreciated, and also nice to see the black podcaster community on multiple levels and multiple subject matters and things like that grow and make good things happen and getting good content by being them, because ultimately that's the best thing about independent media and black media at large, is that we can represent all different types of sides and make it dope. So it's about time to get into the music, man. We did a pretty sizable commentary I figured you were going to, but FuseBox Radio Broadcast, 21st Century Black Radio for the masses. You don't gotta love or agree with everything that we say, but if it gets you to think a little bit and have some good conversations like we be having, it's all good. Man, it's time to get into the mix. I ain't got nothing else to say. DJ Fusion,
yes,
FuseBox Radio.
Yes, indeed. Don't betray us. Not play us. Black Steel in the hour of chaos. Ausar Ra. Peace.
Dracula, Frankenstein, the Wolfman, the Invisible Man, and Hercules. Don't scare me. The FBI, the Anti-American Committee, J. Edgar Hoover, President Nixon, President Johnson, Martha Mitchell, and her husband, or her man, or her woman, F. Kennedy, all the Kennedys, the Bank of America, Chase Manhattan, Rockefeller. None of these people scare me. What scares me is that one day my son will ask me, "What did you do, Daddy, when the shit was going down?"
Police all on my it's like I shot somebody cause of these big ass lips and I rock my locks naughty. Life is getting hectic, Tupac got shot in the nuts. You saw cops was corrupt when Rodney King got off up. With friends like these who needs enemies, constantly harassing, filling up my nuts like a Klansman, snatching up and forgetting for nothing. I heard bad guys wear black, so I guess I'm the mother me of villain. Under pressure, they got me under pressure. What's your name, your address, and phone number? Your occupation, come down to the station. There's been a robbery, they claim I'm gonna fit the description. It can't be, so I slides out on them in 95. You gotta catch them again if you want them. 1 to 3 and 5 to 10. Bullies in blue suits, some with automatic weapons. I'm stressed, ready to blow up something. The beast keep frontin'. Invasion. 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 DJ Fusion. Invasion. I was forced into a life of crime, career criminal. Now my career is crime. My mind is in a fucked up state. A brainwashed state is the black man's fate. In the ground or locked down upstate. When I was young, I used to shoot for the stars, but got shot down by demons in patrol cars. Scars, good cop, bad cop. Stick up the crack spot. The Av won't get hot till one of their crew gets shot. Axe Larry Davis, how much they took. Cops and crooks, but who's the crooks? Take a nigga into jail, make bail, guilty or innocent. The system gets 10%. Frontin' like you're doing something, but you ain't saying nothing. Nothing. Invasion. 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 My cipher, best believe I'ma dip on that ass. Beast boy, I'm professional, heart of the ghetto raised in the ways of thugs, dodging slugs, taking slugs, driving stolen automobiles, skills fantastical. Living life on the edge is dramatic, mad drama, I'm a fanatic, adrenaline addict, getaway car, stick shift for automatic. Where's my crew at? You got your crew scoping for a nigga up and down the Ave, it makes me laugh. Eating my nuts, eating my dust. I won't spend the night locked up or in handcuffs, cause in the concrete jungle I got the right stuff. Smooth operator, pilot, and navigator. Break out from oppression, my mission to escape the invasion. Invasion.
You are now listening to FuseBox Radio.
Oh, ish, another young brother hit. I better go over my man's crib and get the pump. Cause to the cops shooting brothers is like playing baseball, and they're never in a slump. I guess when they shoot up a crew, it's a grand slam, and when it's one, it's a home run. But I'ma be ready with a wild pitch. My finger got a bad twitch, plus I wanna switch side and step up to the batter's box. Off red and white, I got on black socks. But let him shoot a person from the White Sox. What's the call? Foul ball. Babe Ruth would've made a good cop, but he didn't. Instead he was a bigot. Dig it, my life is valuable and I protect it like a gem. Instead of cops getting me, I'm going out getting them. And let them cough up blood like phlegm. It's grim, but that is my antonym. And legally they can't take a fall. Yo, check it out, it's just a friendly game of baseball.
Black man to dip. Yo, we shoot a black man to dip.
FBI. Real bad injury, but don't get happy, you're in jail for a century. Just as bad as being shot in the groin. To see who'll shoot ya, they'll flip a coin and watch you run for the stretch. But you don't know the man is at home waiting to make the catch. So the outfielder guns you down, you're out, off to the dugout, underground. I know a cop that's savage, his pockets stay green like cabbage, cause he has a good batting average. No questions, just pulls out the flamer, and his excuses get lamer. Once a brother tried to take a lead, but they shot him in his face saying he was trying to steal a base. And people watch the news for coverage on the game, and got the nerve to complain. They need to give themselves a front row seat, or save the baseline for a beat. Cause television just ain't designed for precision, y'all. It's just a friendly game of baseball. Shoot a black man to death. Yeah, go shoot a. A kid caught on, but I don't know where the brother went. The umpires or the government, I guess they kicked him out the game and replaced him with a pinch hitter. And the scammy was a quitter. So the cops usually tournament. Win 'em, I was saying. You can't let the umpires hear you speaking battle like the other kid you won't be playing. Cause they'll beat you till your ass drop. A walking gun with a shell in his hand is their mascot. And when they walk around, let it be noticed, step lightly. The bases are loaded, my man got out from 3 strikes in the skull, but the knife he was carrying was dull. Instead of innings, we have endings. What a fine way to win things. And hot dog vendors have fun selling you the cat, rat, and dog on a bun. And when you ask what is all of this for, it's just a friendly game of baseball. Shoot a black man to death. Shoot a black man to death. Shoot a black man to death. Shoot a black man to death.
Hey yo, right now it's the legendary DJ Marley Marl. You on the FuseBox, you know how we get down.
Everybody in the history of our people, from Garvey to Martin Luther King to Malcolm, all the way to the Queensbridge House, had to hit the streets and struggle. No justice, no peace, no peace, no justice, no justice, no peace, no peace, no justice.
He was a brother in the bridge. Richie Lou, beaten to death by the red, white, and blue. I can still hear the siren, and I hate it. Headlines read, death was drug related. What does crack have to do with the life that's being taken? Drugs that one is using, the money that one is making. No one can bear the pain of his mother, I know it hurted. The thought of a son being beaten then murdered. Too late to turn the other cheek now, cause I'm bothered. His little girl's gonna grow without a father. And all we can do for Brother Rich is say peace. And make sure the killing cease. Cause if we don't have justice, there is no peace. No peace. This is the message I'm sending me. Killing my brothers makes you my enemy. Another man's heaven is a black man's hell. If you think he's not your enemy, then time will tell. Cause America's a prison. America's a prison. America's a prison and we wanna be released. No justice, no justice, no peace.
No peace, no peace, no justice, no justice, no peace, no peace, no justice, no justice, no peace, no peace, no justice, no justice, no peace, no peace, no justice.
It's the 90s, and I speak for my descendants. Africa deserves its independence. Unity of strength, separation and solution. There's no such thing as a peaceful revolution. Let's all fight for the motherland. Man, woman, and child, child, woman, and man. Abortion, a birth. You tell me what's sweeter. Who knows, you could have just killed a young black leader, giving birth. It's a beautiful ability. Sex should be safe if you lack responsibility. Strength is the son, support is the daughter. Some say it's murder and some say that it's slaughter. A woman should be tried, prosecuted when an innocent life is executed. So before you lay down with a man, think of results. Abortion is a sacrifice, as in a goal. Uncle Sam pays for college. War is skill. Your mind is programmed with a desire to kill. Uncle Sam declares war on the Japanese. For black you never bled, but for white you bleed. Black children grow in a world like this, where they kill black leaders and activists. Public housing is prison, get out of the place. Welfare is a system, hold back the black race. Powerful people, progress converter. Welfare is economical murder. Physical and mental murder must cease. No justice, no peace. No peace, no peace. 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 No justice. There was a brother in the bridge named Richie Luke, beaten to death by the red, white, and blue. I can still hear the siren sound and I hate it. Headlines read death was drug related. What does crack have to do with the life that's being taken? Drugs that one is using or money that one is making. No one can bear the pain of his mother, I know it hurt it. The thought of a son being beaten then murdered. Too late to turn the other cheek now cause I'm bothered. This little girl's gonna grow without a father. And all we can do for brother Rich is say peace. And make sure the killing cease. Cause if we don't have justice then there is no peace. No peace. This is the message you're sending me. Killing my brothers makes you my enemy. Another man's heaven is a black man's hell. If you think he's not your enemy then time will tell. Cause America's a prison. America's a prison. America's a prison and we wanna be released. What time is it? No justice, no peace. No peace, no peace. 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 No justice. Yo, this goes out to Richie Lou and his family. Stay strong, peace.
DJ Fusion.
I've been taught to respect my elders and behave, even if when they were young they sold slaves. Truth and understanding is what I crave in the land of the thief, home of the slave. Turn your page to a brief demonstration, cause now in 90 it's strictly information I'm giving, teaching on a regular basis. Today's lecture is about the races. We're not out to exaggerate or diss them, but show the symptoms and facts of racism. Understand the races ain't equal. There's about 5 different types of racist people. First of the 5 different types of cases is the individual brought up racist. Here you have young men and women brought up in the great white way opinion. This opinion introduced by the parent to the civilized becomes transparent. A civilized man could look through the faces, make the analysis and see the races. Number 2 case which all must hear is the individual racist out of fear. Here you have people that fear the African and conjure up new ways of trapping them. Number 3 is the unconscious racist. Not knowing they're racist, they invade your spaces. They say, I'm not a racist, I'm not a bigot, yet they allow it to go on and won't admit it. Number 4 is the money racist, the one that use the topics of sheer economics. They say owning a business isn't for the black man. He don't want that, yet they went and took his land. Damn, that's like a rock in a hard place. You don't have your land yet, this ain't your space. America was built by every other race except the European. It runs this place. What a waste. America's doomed to be overthrown by the righteous real soon. But last but not least, racial prejudice is the black man speaking out of ignorance. Whitey this and Ching Chow that. It's not how the intelligent man acts. You can't blame the whole white race for slavery, cause this ain't the case. A large sum of white people died with black, trying hard to fight racial attack. The media wants you to think that no whites really fought and died for civil rights. But once we have a true sense of history, you'll see this too is a mystery. If black and white didn't argue the most, they can clearly see the government screwing them both.
This is Milk D. Right now I'm getting money with DJ Fusion. What more can I say?
Cracked shots on the word for about a bullet. They just took it, asked him a few questions like, where the guns? They tried to G him to tell them where it was on. How they come 10 deep in the red 15 passenger. Guns out when they jumped out, pointed at us. Here comes what they call a procedure. Slamming us against the gate, cuffing us before they beat us.
It's like they can't trust us, they want to bust us and rush us. They saying F us, it's no peace, no justice. They claim to protect us, they serve and they wreck us. Never respect us, arrest us, and always stress us.
To see the devil die is my purpose, serves in Leo. Self-determination must I practice Gucci Jagalia, yo. Free your mind and your is sure to follow. And when Freeman come to lock it down, look out for Tips Hollow.
This PRT Soprano, makes it down. Dedicated to Steve Feliciano. Directed at Steve McGarrett and Dano. F-the-5-0, Ponto, cause I know firsthand. Detective White in Burstland. Never did but might have to do it. Lies, 25, hollow shots in a proactive unit. Exit 7A, NJ, stop the BS movement. That's how we do it. Mobilize the people, conscious, let's get to it.
The mob people unite and let's all get down. We got to have one love, peace and understanding. One God, one love, one light, one aim, one voice, one fight. Mob people unite and hop up and do it right. We got to have one love, peace and understanding. One God, one love, one light, one aim, one voice, one fight. Mob people unite and hop up and do it right, sure right, keep it tight, sure right.
Yo, forget police brutality. I work for a salary and did time for a crime I didn't commit. They try to beat me in my head, make a brother submit. Hit me in the face with sticks, locking me down for being around. I still remember, never surrendering to the beast. Demand peace for Diallo. My reality is to fight back police brutality.
Mr. Officer, got me trapped in a dark corridor. Long hallway, they in love with the gunplay. Swing nightsticks, run thicker than Bloods and Crips. Harass mad cats and it don't make sense. Roll around in dark tints, fiend to match fingerprints. Search me down every day and you still ain't content.
Calm your nerves down, bob your head's too high. Let them know, right? Stop wondering why you keep getting knocked. Cause you a part-time dealer, probably a part-time pops, part-time killer. But them dudes is full-time cops, the hustle stupid. You had black acts that use your head for more than a hand rack jack. Start running your life instead of running the streets, running your mouth. Oh yeah, stop running from beats.
Mob people unite and let's all get down. We got to have one love, peace and understanding. One love, one light, one aim, one voice, one fight. Mob people unite and let's all get down. We got to have one love, peace and understanding. One love, one light, one aim, one voice, one fight. Mob people unite and let's all get down. We got to have one love, peace and understanding. One love, one light, one aim, one voice, one fight. Mob people unite and let's all get down. We got to have one love, peace and understanding. One love, one light, one aim.
You are now listening to FuseBox Radio.
Black bodies being fed to the system. Black American dead or in prison. Love for the murderers, never the victims. Dead kids can't beg of forgiveness. We're at war. What you telling me to be peaceful for? When they break the peace by firing a piece till the piece gets tore. I don't give a fuck about Quick Trip Store. Calling all gods as stars in the pulpit. Miss me with that get along bullshit. Scared cause your master got a bull whip. I'ma get a hollow point, that's a good tip. We are not for the okie doke. MJ's doctor in the overcoat. See, I'ma give him shots to the overdose. Street preaching to the block like the Holy Ghost. Cussing, got my enemy in the center of the beam. Spin him till he lean. What do you expect given what we've seen? I refuse to be next on the television screen. I mean, I say what I mean. I am not co-signed by Jimmy Iovine. I will not go blind from things I've seen. Third eye and it's for high beam. Will these cops go to jail for? Ever gonna John Crawford he's ill for?
I am Michael Brown resurrected to strike you down.
See in Ferguson they murdered him. Call the cops then the purge begins. Bring tanks to hurt him in and tear gas that burns the skin. 40 cal, 50 cal, 60 cal guns. Lights, camera, action now. Reverend now comes the riot and the looting and they asking how come all these dead black children, y'all motherfuckers sound dumb. We've been shot to death, choked out, burnt up, smoked out, and they wonder why they didn't feel safer in the dope house. Peaceful protesting, man, I've seen it, there was no doubt. The cops started firing and everybody broke out. Her sister got shot in the head, she went to Howard, where's Obama, where's hold of the feds, who got the power, man, I swear I ain't wanna go in. I waited hours, but these other rappers ain't saying shit. Most of them cowardice, there's no guns and all heart. Walking inside a Walmart, grabbing every toy, rifle and pointing them at the mall cops. It's like, oh y'all lucky this the only thing that touched off. I'm praying for the day that the whole system be shut off. For that look in Eric Garner's eyes when he couldn't breathe. For them slugs in these L4s back that caused them to bleed. For Anisha McBride on that porch about to leave. I hope they be. Can't wait for like his name was Pat C. May God forgive me for these words that I had to write. May my spirit be preserved in the afterlife. Forgive me for my sins and let my good deeds matter twice. If nobody is swinging back, then goddamn I have to fight.
Peace. This is J. Rooted Damager with DJ Fusion on the FuseBox.
I need some more weed, man. This is almost gone. Been a long time coming. Yeah. Hey. I remember when I was growing up, sometimes you, sometimes me. Always love. Train hard, now I focus up. God is all, but ain't had enough. Learn when I was growing up, sometimes you, sometimes me. Always love. Train hard, now I focus up. Got it all, but ain't had enough.
I'm out the shed and the tools brand new. Dear mama dropping jewels that I never ran through. The most driven, never sat up in the backseat. The most forgiving, never flagging down a taxi. That's my word if it's meant to outgrow. Like I used to run home to catch the last of my show. Some move to the future, others living it slow. Old tunes try to find where the memories flow. You know I try to chase them down, no dragon. They shot a beetle, do people still imagine? I think the world could be a better place. No fan, but I still set a table and I set its grace. I think I let you in my life, all access. Gifted curses, cursive closed captions. Misinterpreting the passion. Saving face ain't a game, ain't a time for retractions. I learned one way, then front the opposite. I learned behind the beat, now I learn on top of it. I do go against the grain. I do take bigger pictures that don't fit in the frame.
I learned when I was growing up, sometimes you, sometimes me. Always love. Train hard, now I focus up. Got it all, but ain't had enough. Learn when I was growing up, sometimes you, sometimes me. Always love. Train hard, now I focus up. Got it all, but ain't had enough.
Describer in the inkwell, thought sketch a snapshot, vibrant, check the detail. Now the family eats well. Used to cut the mold off bricks for grilled cheese melts. Wandering the crumbling castle, wondering how things fell. Mansions and lap pools are sleeping on back pews. Pictures and statues where roaches and rats move. Faithfully, I've seen it all alive and I'm grateful. With Curtis Mayfield singing, just be thankful. Slapping out a glass house, pearl enamel tooth color. Couple old cats in a rack top, roof covered, nodded and they nodded back. Respect, acknowledge, got a fine arts degree, plus the streets are a college. California campus, I've studied abroad, bloodied the canvas, pondering Atlas. What if he shrugged? The rich lady asked, what if we thug? Humanity said, I'm feeling drowsy, what is the drug? Wake the team up, never alone, but on my own too. Help the elevator, check the levels that we've grown through. Philanthropic, maybe cause I did my dirt. There I'm haunted, honestly I never fronted. All is all I ever wanted. Keep an eye on hustlers, watch out for the schemers. No more kid gloves for the dreamers. Awake trying to live dreams physically. Energy is extreme, lessons of infinity are vivid on the big screen.
I learned when I was growing up, sometimes you, sometimes me. Always love. Train hard, now I focus up. Got it all, but ain't had enough. Learned when I was growing up, sometimes you, sometimes me. Always love. Train hard, now I focus up. Got it all, but ain't had enough. Always love.
I speak valuable lessons, so check this, y'all. DJ Fusion.
Love you question it. Hate is evident. People who never voted betray you for dead presidents. Some wear two faces, friend and enemy, and gain nothing cause they don't deserve anything. I risk my life and who didn't write a visit. During my time in prison, I realized my friendship isn't what I envisioned, and I'm tired of giving with no reciprocation. Thankfully, times are different. I pray for friends I lost, grateful to find religion. In my life, keeping it real is making right decisions. Loyalty has its toll, it costs nothing to mind your business. You can add this to the list of deepest lines I've written. I guess my higher vision comes from knowing sky's the limit, and I acquired wisdom from triumph and failure. Money can come and go, but valuable lessons are never bad investments, and they last forever.
All these lessons that I learned only mean one thing. I just wanna live my life. Never make the same mistake. Promise that I'm gonna make it right.
Emphatically, my blood circulates conscious. My family is blood that circulates gossip. My sister calls my cousin calls his mom, but nobody calls me, and I'm the topic. Similar to what my aunt did to my father. Was consumed by drugs while she consumed vodka. I ain't feeling that hypocritical, judgmental bullshit. The pot calling the kettle black. Should simmer down, one thing I never lack is food for thought. I just facts. The main course crabs wanna pull you back when you make it out because they lack potential to rise. It's clear to see the root of evil has affected my family tree. Can't bloom, resentment and greed are so deep. My grandmother was victim of thieves of her own kin, though we all sin. I call it how I see it, that's some cold shit. I forgive, but I won't forget. Siblings acting funny over money, I don't owe you shit.
All these lessons that I learned only mean one thing. I just wanna live my life. Never make the same mistake. Promise that I'm gonna make it right.
We loved harder, fought harder. If we fought as hard for love, we'd be much stronger. You wanna argue about what I didn't do, yet ignore what I did. When you accused me of cheating, it was only a guilt manifesting itself as a result. You rather hate me than be mad at yourself. Now you free, we no longer trapped in lies. You'll never find happiness until you happy inside. We've been up, we've been down, we laughed and we cried, but through it all I showed you I'm a provider. Now you taking me to court saying you need support for your living expenses. Really? How is this? You get advice from women who senseless with no life, so they wanna get in my business. Ignorance can't match infinite wisdom. It's supreme over weak schemes and hidden agendas.
All these lessons that I learned only mean one thing. I just wanna live my life. Never make the same mistake. Promise that I'm gonna make it right. It's been a long time, but I can finally sleep at night. I can finally sleep. I can finally sleep. I can finally sleep.
DJ Fusion.
Recite it back to every neighborhood your people hang. Make these gangbangers maintain the angst, and I say thanks. My music help you put a true main into the doodles laying down on the ground spilling. I'ma write about you, me and mine will make a killing. Rabble rousers crowd around, I hope you catch a feeling. And God willing, I'll be winning in the end. To every beat I didn't choose, I hope they cry and suffer. Like a jilted bitch, wish I took them as a lover, but he didn't know. Shit is easy, but I make it seem difficult. Yo, put this up in your ride. You think you better, but your mind is telling plenty lies. Imagination is the highest kite that one can fly. Watch me bubble as you hover around when I foaming out my mouth like the wolves is hollering. My speech is the moonlight. I'm with the greases, we've been beefing, having fights. Watch me ignite life. The light mics, the brightest light in the newest zeitgeist. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. My DJ is cutthroat. He pull it back, then let it go. Do it again, and do it again, do it again, do it again. We roll it up, light it up, breathe it in, let it blow. Do it again, and do it again, and do it again, and do it again.
You're now listening to FuseBox Radio, DJ Fusion.
Hey yo, your man got work? Now my got leaving, man. So going on out here, man? I go 0 to 100 real quick. Keep it 100 minutes, 0 real shit. Like my favorite white girl went on a field trip. Can't nobody find her when they do that bit real hit. And they still try and charge a 43. I mean 43, come on dogs, this is me. My man said he doing a little special 38. Sell me that shake and bake, he'll meet my special 38. I don't play, I'm on the grind, boy. Why the f*** I think I rhyme when I wanna rhyme, boy? Take his time, boy, my boy is a 9, boy. Coffee grind, stamp, rubber band. Grab a coffee fiend, spin they stamps, I'm popping rubber bands. House, boy, you ain't never leave the house, boy. I'm out here with my gang, I ain't talking about the house, boy. But they got some shit common. Both rapping, some rhyming, some embalming. We could do it. That language you try and talk, I speak it fluid. I'm in Roof Chris with some ruthlessness. They know they way around beef. Young gunners like homie that used to stay around me. From the slums, bro. Don't be confused by the dumb flow. I still wire money down south to them gun shows. I just been sitting back, watching, loading up the clip, pulling the fifth back, cocking, preparing to feel that kickback, plotting on taking my city back. All that chit chat stopping, move left, disrespect, go who's next. Once I get the air and all I care about is who's left, yower. Man, y'all looking at that powder. Rap's purest form, no soda, no flour. Don't nobody want it one-on-one, homie, I'm a one of one. You all f***ed up like a one-on-one. Had my dog spot you like 101. Dot you with one and then drop you like summer buns. Don't fall back now, thought you wanted some. This is good sex to me, a whole bunch of fucking fun. Man, I do this with my eyes closed. I be on that Pyrex with nothing but that pyro. I ain't frontin' the real shit. Yesterday I bought 500 real quick. Oh lord, they like why still a hustler. Same reason NBA be at Rucker. A nigga love the game, baby, real shit. I go 0 to 100 real quick, real quick.
You are now listening to FuseBox Radio.
Traffic, gave it to him, it was all in plastic. All I know, I ain't trying to go to jail. Heard that closest thing to hell. When the step don't make it hard to sell. When you been where I been, make it hard to fail. Cause I'm the realest in this. Y'all know I'm first fucking hit magic in that 645. Now they say jizzle niggas stand new shit, but everybody back, cause that nigga can't drive. Doors open up, I merged with 10 chains. Even back then it was calling me 10 chains. Ask me what I spend, I tell them it's no thing. If I had it added up, it'd cost me like 10 things. We used to take a little show money, just throw money. If it's on the flow, it's the flow money. If you brought it out the when you got it from the then that's why they call it blow money. Still the realest in this. Y'all know it. Kept it 100 to the day I came through. My hit me up, say he going out of town, so I threw him 50,000, told him bring me back too. Not only had my fingers crossed, I prayed, called this little piece up, got laid. Then he walked in, threw them both on the table, said, young, get paid. Then I whipped the Benzo on the Renzo. Stay down, you don't talk 10 toes. To me in this big pretty motherfucker, bet I leave the parking lot with a brown tear. I see it all. Stack it
done seen it all. Uncle died on the spot. Pop killed the family with heroin shots. Real shit. Gave my life to the block. Figure I get shot, at least I die on top. Real shit. I came alive in the drop. Big body all white. Looked like a yacht. I got him $5 grand a pop. Had a plug in St. Thomas on a trillion watts. Flew him back to the States. Parked 92 bricks in front of 560 State. Now the next is stone throw from where I used to throw bricks. So it's only right I'm still tossing around nicks. Probably bought your auntie a couple bags. I probably front your uncle a couple halves. Was in the S class, you was just in class. You knew I was finna blow like a blast. Expanded the operation out Maryland. Me and Emery Jones in the caravan. Took the show on the road out in VA. Dropped a couple off with Roller in the PA. Plug got shot, we start slowing up. Took a trip down there to see how he was holding up. The war's on now, he got shot again. This time he was gone for good, then we got it in. Emery got knocked, we was down 10. The whole team, hot wars closing in. Can't tell me shit about this gang, about this man.
I done seen it all. Stack 7 feet tall, swear it look white like a wall. What you know about thumbing through the 100s, 20s, and the 50s, spending 10s and the 5s in the mall? I done seen it all.
2020 Pyrex vision, catching contacts standing next to my kitchen. Hit a 20, 50, 100s, the money machine clicking in my rolling game, ticking I bow.
I done seen it all.
DJ Fusion.
y'all is that it's about to go down.
You're now listening to FuseBox Radio with DJ Fusion.
Different day, always knew that it in this way. Seen the same trees too many times. Did you view life like no replay or rerun? What's happening? Hey, hey, hey. The delivery free, but the fee for the packaging. Hey, hey, hey. Diamonds in my throat made from the pressures of a world so cold. Might go platinum, might go gold, but on my soul, if this was water for a well, it'll still get sold. How did she go? Like D5O. By the time I come, you be out my plum. On your mom, get ready, get knocked, 'cause here I come. Killing us, I feel like a silencer. By the time I'm done, then you just lost one. But I kiss big guns, so no need to run unless your name is Forrest Gump. But you chasing Kenny, and Kenny got a gun. But Kenny ain't got bullets, and she too afraid to pull it. And I'm about that life, and I live it to the fullest. Locked and loaded for whatever they wouldn't. I ain't saying they wouldn't, just saying they couldn't do what I'm doing and how I do it. 1-on-1 is how I do it. Can't win my race before I run. Keep my pace and stride like I get my guns too soon enough. If you look for me, look up. Top flight, good night. Feeling like the first day of the rest of my whole life. It's a celebration. It's a celebration. Top flight, good night. Feeling like the first day of the rest of my whole life. It's a celebration. It's a celebration. Same me, different night. Always knew that I stayed this high. But my dreams come true too many times. I give you life like no lifeline. If we not in sync, baby, that's no lie. Bye, bye, bye. I don't need no negative energy by my side. Bye, bye, bye. Mama always said I was in the land of the lilac cloud. Not thinking my mind like a skylight. Lines like passenger, carry on, stewardess, pie light. Destination, good life. Remember what it look like, huh? You defecating on the megaphone till they going home, waking up with pink eye. No, I'm saying that you hitting like a bum, so the side effects probably seem as free. I'm just a Texas kid, trying to do it Texas big, internationally inspired with Sicilian preference. Can I live? Give me freedom, give me space. 40 acres in a jackass crib. Then again, give me money in the clothes, all I cause out of extra shit. 'Cause it was told to me that there ain't so much owed to me. Give me mine is how it's supposed to be. Never been a comfy close to me. Roller coaster shit told to me. Paying dues and gratuity. Would've chose this life that it had never chosen me. 'Cause I want that top flight, good night. Feeling like the first day of the rest of my whole life. It's a celebration. It's a celebration. Top flight, good night. Feeling like the first day of the rest of my whole life. It's a celebration. It's a celebration. Let's go.
DJ Fusion.
There are lots of pictures coming out of Ferguson, Missouri, a 2/3 black town just outside St. Louis, where a policeman shot down Michael Brown this past weekend. The 18-year-old's last words before dying were, "I don't have a gun, stop shooting." The cop kept shooting anyway. The pictures show Brown's body in the middle of the street, where it was left for 4 hours in the baking sun. Other pictures show Brown's grief-stricken mother and his stepfather carrying a sign that said, "Ferguson police just executed my unarmed son." There are plenty of images from the 2 nights of disturbances in the town where there really isn't much to loot. However, I think the most poignant picture shows young blacks blocking the street in front of the Ferguson Police Department, their upraised arms signaling surrender, just as young Michael did before the cop administered the coup de grace. How different that picture would have been in 1966, when young black people in California responded to murderous police violence with armed patrols of their own under the newly formed Black Panther Party for Self-Defense. The party declared that black people had just as much right to defend themselves as white people, including the right to defend themselves from the police, who act as an occupying army, which is, of course, a self-evident truth. The Black Panther Party's vigorous assertion of the right to self-defense prompted the U.S. government to double down on its monopoly on the use of force, first with a massive campaign of assassination and false imprisonment against black radical leadership, many of whom still remain behind bars. Then, as the decade of the 70s began, mass black incarceration became the universal policy of the United States, North, South, East, and West. A new class of black politicians filled the void that police repression had created. These were men and women who were quite amenable to corporate rule and made comfortable homes in the Democratic Party. Even as the prison population rose to 9 times 1970 levels, the black misleadership class blissfully celebrated its own upward mobility. Meanwhile, the mass incarceration state consumed millions of black lives and consigned most black communities to constitution-free zones, where young blacks could be arrested for nothing or shot down in the streets with impunity, as was Michael Brown, and as happens to other young black people every day of the year. The people who rule America no longer need black labor. What they do need is a class that is forcibly anchored at the bottom of U.S. society, who can be scapegoated for whatever is wrong with America, and whose very presence serves as an excuse for massive urban dislocation and the steady erosion of civil liberties. Michael Brown and countless others have died in order to keep America deeply stratified. That is the only use the United States has for young black men. For Black Agenda Radio, I'm Glenn Ford. On the web, go to blackagendareport.com to sign up for email notifications of our new issues each Wednesday.
Tuned in to the FuseBox Radio Broadcast with DJ Fusion and Jon Judah.
You're as good as they say you are.
Syndicated worldwide to bring real black radio back to the masses.
Counting roaches on the wall, people from the 183rd, so y'all.
Woke up, saw my sheep a call. Hit them back, we gotta get ready and then be gone.
What up, God? Keep them at the seminar. Drink every cup on the wall and get retarded. So retarded. Cold retarded. Hey, Captain, I'm holding random for ransom. Rolling ball pins hanging off my enchanted pendant. Puff a lava lamp, and I'm lamping across the Atlantic. They live in Atlantis. A mermaid, if she curvy, I might play ring around a Roscoe. Then put a ring around apostles. I mean imposters. Pistol whip, let them feel the glory. Denzel Washington.
Yeah, my wheels ain't go berserk. Got a bunch of gold medallions on a red silk shirt. 360 waves and a samurai Suzuki. Butter on a popcorn, oops, inside the movie. We run BX all day. Rolling them dice in the pissy hallway. Roaches on the wall, rats on the fire escape. But we still gunning, yelling names too straight.
Woke up, counting roaches on the wall. People from the 183rd, so y'all.
Woke up, saw my sheep a call. Hit them back, we gotta get ready and then be gone.
What up, God? Keep them at the seminar. Drink every cup on the wall and get retarded. So retarded. Cold retarded. A robot transformer, a micronaut. My mic sound panoramic off the Panama. Nothing particular, it might piss you off. But what you gon' do? Be a goner? The P-Long, Rick your gong show. Just steps off the bong, sativa is semi-auto. You see she semi-automatic when she see the auto. Once you get up to the attic, she an addict also.
In Santa Fe, sipping Santa Marina. Kissing Santa Monica. like a boogie monster, your speaker. Cheaper from the 183rd, so y'all. Sweeter from the 197, lick. Stolen Porsche, she on horse, we on gloss. Grand Concourse, Ruckus he soft as boss. We marked it, don't start it, cold retarded.
Woke up, counting roaches on the wall. People from the 183rd, so y'all.
Woke up, saw my cheaper call. Hit him back, we gotta get ready and then be gone.
What up, God? Keep him at the seminar. Drink every cup on the wall and get retarded. So retarded. Cold retarded.
DJ Fusion.
now listening to FuseBox Radio with DJ Fusion.
So kiss me like you're never gonna leave. If I don't say a word, it's only because I don't want to deceive your heart or mine. You make me smile, this I can't deny. But if I told you I loved you, it would be a lie. I can't lie to you. You mean too much. I can't say things I know are true, or that I don't feel. So let's keep it real, yeah. This doesn't mean you're not in my heart. I have love for you. This doesn't mean you're not in my heart. I have love for you. I have love for you. Love for you, love for you, love. Love for you,
DJ Fusion.
I'm so elated, the feet don't touch the pavement, cause I love the way I feel when I'm with you. Anticipating all the ways you drive me crazy. Take the moon and back it, babe, that's what you do. Ooh, and we don't need to be between the lines, between the lines. Baby, I can feel what's on your mind, what's on your mind. Hey, 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 boy,
you's a bad girl.
Hey, 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 boy,
say you's a bad girl.
Hey, 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 boy,
say you's a bad girl.
Hey, 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 boy,
say you's a bad girl.
You want it and you know what to do. I'm not trying to wait around. You want it, and you know what to do. I'm not trying to wait around. Must admit it, I got your heart up in the ceiling. In a minute, love will take us to the roof. I must confess that this connection's something special. Ain't no question, but don't try to play it cool. And we don't need to be between the lines, between the lines. Oh, baby, I can feel what's on my mind, what's on your mind. Hey, hey, boy,
you's a bad girl.
Hey, 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 boy,
say you's a bad girl.
Hey, 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 boy,
say you's a bad girl.
Hey, 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 boy,
say you's a bad girl.
You want it and you know what to do. I'm not trying to wait around. I can see it. You want it and you know what to do. I'm not trying to wait around. You want it. I want it. We want it. So get on it. Yeah, you want it. I want it. You need it.
You's a bad girl. Say you's a bad girl. Say you's a bad girl. Say you's a bad girl. You's a bad girl. Say you's a bad girl. Say you's a bad girl. Say you's a bad
You are now listening to FuseBox Radio.
Peterson.
DJ Fusion.
Back in the green, road rocking, fam. Snatching the mics at award shows, rolling up, wool clothes. My flows are so detrimental. Space cadet, keep a cassette of instrumentals. Slang the track like super intelligent. I verbally diminish the pros. Visionary, my mind's like a rhyme war zone. Can't postpone the inevitable. King of the throne, no face. You know I gotta
Now listening to FuseBox Radio with DJ Fusion.
This time
You're now listening to FuseBox Radio with DJ Fusion.
You are now listening to FuseBox Radio.
For you new school junior league, you're coming. Truthfully, it's who I used to be, who misleading. I summon ways, some adjust, others going past the judge. Brookie Brewster's looking more like Frankie Dubs. Pack it up, maybe packing it up. Arrested development, master intelligence, pedestrians asking for pellets. They take a flash of the melon, they needing more, and you're asking for killing. I don't know where outside is 5 below, maybe Idaho, or deep inside Amari Povich zygote. The numbingly predictable question, X's and DC's, prepare me for my deep sleep. Take your time, perfection is wait and see. Erasing your pace and taking relief. You're making sure the awakening table is squeezed. We're making papers achieve.
It's complete DMC on the set, a spit spectacle. I dictate to decibels for sound that's impeccable. Never write a song that belongs in a receptacle. The C stays respectable. Not to be confused with crews who bruise genitals. Pussycat rappers on the mic. Coochie volley like it's Hoochie Wally Wally. Pop lollies rap candy. I'm built more like candy. Hip hop's Commodore, Cobra. I hit you with my lyrical spores. They transform in your core. It's that cellular metamorphosis I wanna explore. And my verse is what started. Similar to Spartacus starting a revolution. I spit it from the heart, there's no pardon for your confusion. I'm thinking that you all could be part of this new delusion. Y'all best to get it right. Refreshing direction, baby, you're lukewarm. Too calm, I hear your screws gone. Cause we are nothing like them and maybe we're too strong. Too calm. Refreshing direction, baby, you're lukewarm. Too calm, I hear your screws gone. Cause we are nothing like them and maybe we're too strong. Too long. Too long. Too long. Too long.
Moving on, keep it coming, keep it coming, yo, yo.
DJ Fusion.
They gotta watch how we do things. Only built for top shotters and true kings who recognize real and ain't dealing with screw face. We at the top of the food chains. When they come through, they gotta watch how we do things. Only built for top shotters and true kings who recognize real and ain't dealing with screw faces. Catch him hang gliding outside of the cruise lanes. Doomsday when he scoop your bitches like Bruce Wayne. Two cane to stay out of pocket like loose change. A fruit cage compared to a lot of these fruit cakes. Too fake, gassed off the lies of a few lanes. Candy ass bullshit, she gave him a toothache. My sanity hanging on the strand of the shoelace. Made lose faith and took a couple L's for them cool shades. Tsunami bombs really had to kid on the new wave. Could've ended up like, ooh, they ain't cool. Yes, instead of giving all these riders the true rate and stay inspired. I really like it when you hate. Well, at least they know where the money went. When you leave them laying there with a funny scent. Probably boned your chick and an ugly friend. All's fair in love and war long as they cut me in. We at the top of the food chain. So when we come through, they gotta watch how we do things. Only built for top shotters and true kings who recognize real and ain't dealing with screw face. We at the top of the food chain. So when we come through, they gotta watch how we do things. Only built for top shotters and true kings who recognize real and ain't dealing with screw face. Life has valleys and peaks. You can have vision without having to see. Society's an ulcer, ravage the streets. Bunch of parasites laughing and just happy to eat. Even first class, you can't catch the elite. You just a slave with a master's degree. Make you play, it don't matter to me. People live inside the belly, unshackled a beast. He just vibing on the island of lost souls. Spirits in alignment, all they finding is false hope. We fight fire with more smoke and leave your skull lying on the side of them crossbones. I could tell y'all don't like how the song goes. Too many came and went, who got time for them John Does? Street fighting with the science of down mode. Eyes low, you feeling weak inside your stronghold. We at the top of the food chain. So when we come through, they gotta watch how we do things. Only built for top shotters and true kings. Recognize real and ain't dealing with screw face. We at the top of the food chain. So when we come through, they gotta watch how we do things. Only built for top shotters and true kings. Recognize real and ain't dealing with screw face.
Now listening to FuseBox Radio with DJ Fusion.
You are now listening to FuseBox Radio.
Oh, never mind. We tried, we loved, we conquered, I won't forget the taste. Oh no, I'll never say never again. I'll never say never, I'll never say never again. Oh, I'll never say never, I'll never say never again.
DJ Fusion.
Blessed is the man that walketh not in path of the ungodly, nor sit in the seat of the scornful. Blessed is the man that remember the poor, y'all smile like alongside Major Lazer. We are in a muddy road with a heavy load. Still there ain't no giving up a judge. I know we are in a muddy road with a heavy load. Still there ain't no giving up a judge. I know every day we rise with a prayer. I fight trouble maker, not to strive to do better in a every endeavor. Man a real go-getter, real hard sleeper. A lion not a rat, so me no run down kid. I call me habanero pepper, eyes a alligator Peter. Me light like a feather, but me tough like a leader. Eva and a guard like a doomsday prepper. Psalms me used to circle all vendetta. Muddy road with a heavy load. Still there ain't no giving up a judge. I know we had in on a muddy road with a heavy load. Still there ain't no giving up a judge. I know I say fear is afraid of me. Not to float like butterfly, sting like bee. Stopping a yana is very unlikely. Better ya go on cool and sip some sour sap tea. Ooh-wee, probably you never heard about me. This small like see every tall pampas tree. Victory or danger, I say pick me. Whom should I fear when just step with me? I got in on a muddy road with a heavy load. Still there ain't no giving up a judge. I know we got in on a muddy road with a heavy load. Still there ain't no giving up a judge. I know we got in on a muddy bloody road. A muddy road. So while the eagle rocking to and fro, I literally challenge the status quo. The seeds I sow will flourish and grow. Cause in his own words, Jaja told us so. Bloody dirty Babylon forehead at my toes. No iron, I will never be food for no crew. I'm holding on to righteousness, cause none of them could never curse to Jaja bliss. Me had in a muddy road with a heavy load. Still there ain't no giving up a Jaja. Now we had in a muddy road with a heavy load. Still there ain't no giving up a Jaja. Now we had in a muddy road with a heavy load. Ain't no giving up a Jaja. Now we had in a muddy road. But I know Jaja love is real, so I won't rock, not afraid, no. I'ma hold on, I'ma be strong. I said I know Jah love real, so I won't bow out, I won't shake, I won't move fake. No naughty dread will never partake in their games. You know I'm on the road with a heavy load. Still there ain't no giving up on Jaja. No Major Lazer, I'm on the road with a heavy load. But still there ain't no giving up on Jaja. No,
DJ Fusion.
You are now listening to FuseBox Radio.
Soul was a common term within African American music and referred to behavior, attitude, lifestyle, food, music, everything was soul. It just became a soul movement.